Well, you're watching Urban Hustle with me, Meher Sra, and there are a bunch of energetic young go-getters who are breaking all barriers with their fresh, innovative ideas to commence with their startup dreams, and they are flourishing in their respective businesses. Now, one such startup is actually owned by Meher Sra. She is a young, dynamic woman with a jewelry brand by the name of Atelier, which is taking the entire Delhi and entire world by storm. Now, her jewelry brand is gorgeous, it's delicate, whether it's her statement earrings or whether it is about the beautiful bracelets or those rings that you're hankering after. Well, all you have to do is log on to Meher's website, which is called Atelier, and actually go ahead and buy those beautiful, gorgeous jewelry pieces. Well, we shall actually bring about Meher on in our studios in just about a few seconds. About your entire journey of creating Atelier and what was the entire concept that you worked upon and how much time did it take? We would like to know everything about it.
Atelier was launched in 2012. It wasn't actually the intentional plan. We had, my mother and I started the brand together. It started as a passion project. We were having fun designing jewelry literally in a room in our backyard, and it started with selling the pieces with amongst our friends and family through word of mouth, and I think the initial investment in fact was something like 8,000 rupees, but the pieces that we made from that, we sold them all out, and then we decided to do another collection, again that sold out amongst friends and family, and that is really how it began. It was in 2012 that we really launched the jewelry label, and that was around Fashion Week. The name Atelier Atelier is any designer's studio. Mon is actually short for my mother's name, which is Monica. We didn't give it a lot of thought, it just felt right, it felt personal, and that was the beginning of our brand.
But Meher, I also want to understand your jewelry is very understated. It's minimalistic, it's delicate, it's an extension of your personal style. Is it that how it is?
I think it definitely is an extension of my personal style. Some collections are minimalistic, they are classic, but a lot of them are also statement, vibrant, colorful. And what's unique about our brand, because it is a mother-daughter brand, I think it's an amalgamation of both our styles, and more so an amalgamation of the style of two generations, which I think is what makes us unique and why we have a very wide variety of designs, of styles. And I don't think that any one of us just have one limited style. I think it really does depend on your mood. It could depend on occasions. It could depend on how you're feeling a particular day. So we have designs that work well for workwear or simple casual wear. And then we have things that are more glamorous, more statement. And all of that really comes from our mood, the designer's moods, and what our current state of mind is.
So it's stylish, affordable jewelry that you are actually catering to every single woman who is going out there, be it at home or working, or even going to parties, or young girls as well. And how exactly are you planning to keep the competition at bay? Of course, your jewelry is gorgeous, and that of course is the USP of Atelier. But how exactly do you plan on retaining those precious customers?
What makes us unique is that we have something for everyone. We have pieces that would work for the modern working woman, something that works for office wear, as well as glamorous nighttime jewelry, resort wear, casual everyday pieces, the classic pieces, contemporary ones. So what I would say sets us apart is because it is two designers from two very different generations. It brings a very unique sense of style to each collection, and I think that's what really sets us apart.
And Meher, if you could just throw some light on the kind of challenges that you ended up facing while setting this jewelry brand. And of course, it's your mother and you who actually started off. Do you think there were a number of failures that you had to tide over to finally reach this tangible entity and a successful brand that you made? It's been so many years now. Atelier has become a name to reckon with. and also because of the fact that it was you and your mother who was actually behind this entire brand entity. Was it also difficult to tread your way, especially you being women?
So I think with every business, it comes with its set of challenges, with its set of mistakes, which are, according to me, probably the most crucial part of our journey. Not having a formal background or education in jewelry design, I think, was a big challenge, but it was something that we were very, very excited to take up, because we really did learn as we went along. We learned a lot from the karigars, how each piece is handcrafted, how stones can be cut, the wide plethora of semi-precious stones that are available in our country, and then sort of exploring our own sense of design, our style, was a challenge, but definitely a very, very fun one. We sort of started working with semi-precious stones at a time when a lot of people in India didn't know that there was something other than precious jewelry and junk jewelry, and that there was really something between those two extremes, which we call bridge jewelry, and that you could have natural stones without burning a hole in your pocket, and it could be handcrafted using gold plating, sterling silver plating, also be hypoallergenic. So really explaining that to people and having them appreciate the jewelry for what it was a challenge, but definitely a fun one.
How much time and effort does it take to actually create that one piece of jewelry that is kept in your store or on your website, and then people go about buying it within just a few seconds of a click of a button?
There isn't really a set process that we follow with each collection and with each piece. It really depends on what inspires us at the time. A lot of the time it could be a color palette, it could be a trend, it could be something we saw when we went on holiday, but most of the time it really is the natural stones, because we always do want to keep the natural stone the star of the piece. So when beautiful stones come in different cuts and different sizes and colors, it inspires the piece, and it sort of unfolds after that. So we don't follow a set process with each piece. It's what comes to mind, it's what inspires us at that particular time.
What are the future plans for Atelier? Do you also plan to open stores after the Sundarnagar and the IGI Airport one? Are there going to be stores in Mumbai and other metropolitans in the country?
So this year we launched our retail space at the International Airport in New Delhi. I think what would be in the future would definitely be a lot more of retail spaces. E-commerce is another new launch for the brand. It makes it so much more easier for anyone and everyone to shop from us. I definitely think that that is the future. We will be expanding that. Along with that, maybe private sales. I think jewelry shopping should be a fun experience for all women. So to do private sales, to make that a fun evening or an afternoon with your girlfriends, and then more retail spaces, definitely.
And finally, before I let you go, Meher, on our show, what is that one piece of advice and a word of caution that you would give to those young designers, young jewelry designers specifically, since you come from the world of jewelry and you have treaded that path those entire so many years that you've spent in creating this brand? What is that advice that you would give to these young people?
My advice would be, try to keep yourself unique, follow your instincts, don't base everything on what the people before you have done, and recognize what your strong suits are and what they aren't. And don't be afraid to ask for help, to delegate, because I think an effective team is better than one person trying to do it all. Focus on what you're good at and let other people focus on what they are good at, and I think that would really create a very strong brand. And with creativity and with design, you can never go wrong. So follow your instincts, design as if you were designing for yourself or for the people around you, your friends, your family, and I think that is the best inspiration as well.
All right, absolutely. That's bang on your advice. Follow your instinct and delegate. If those are the two points that the youngsters should follow, if you are in any business, be it jewelry or any other. But thank you so much, Meher, for joining us on NewsX on Urban Hustle.